It's that time of the year when doctors in the UK are trying to decide where to do their specialty training. This decision is super important and it can affect both your professional and your personal lives. So these are some of the things to consider when choosing. First is the reputation of the hospital that you'll be training in the specialty that you want. Different deaneries and different hospitals have both their strengths and focuses. So try to see which hospital is the best for your chosen field. You can have a look at the GMC training survey results that's published every year and look at feedback from previous trainees in different areas. You can also always speak to your seniors, consultants, or colleagues who may have had different experiences in different areas. Secondly, you want to think about whether or not you want to go to a big city or a small town. There may be some differences in their training programs, but your lifestyle would look very different. Also consider whether or not your hospital is a teaching hospital or a district general hospital. From my experience, I've heard that tertiary teaching hospitals have better teaching schedules and senior support, however, are less hands-on, whereas district general hospitals are very hands-on and you can do lots of procedures, although their teaching schedules is not quite as good as tertiary teaching hospitals. Again, this is based on what I've heard, and there are always going to be exceptions. Thirdly is friends and family. Specialty training is always going to be rough, and you need all the support that you can get. So you should decide whether or not you want to stay close to friends or family, or if you want to move to a different place. I know lots of different people, including myself, that makes this their priority. So I wanted to stay as close to my family as I could. So this was my deciding factor in choosing my deanery. Fourth is the cost of living in the area that you choose. So in this economy, the cost of living in different cities varies drastically. Earning £2,000-3,000 in London is very different from earning £2,000-3,000 in a small town. So you can do your research by researching rental prices in different cities on Rightmove or Zoopla. There's also surveys that you can see on the cost of living in each city in the UK, and also consider how you would commute to work, especially if you don't drive. In summary, it all boils down to your priorities. You want to consider whether that deanery or area is one of the best in your chosen specialty. Secondly, you need to consider whether or not you want to live in the city or in the rural areas. Thirdly, you want to consider how close you would be to friends and family. And lastly is the cost of living. I hope you found this video helpful, and please comment down below if you have any questions. Good luck!